Hello and welcome back everyone. Let's take a look at our second game's hero band, yeah? And it's going to be Sigma, Echo, Sombra and Zenyatta. If you missed out on this one, if you missed out on the other stream, here we got a recap for you. So what Sigma is able to do is provide barrier and eat a lot of the ults as well. Echo is going to be able to fly around, and looks like we won't have that this game. So with Sombra with the EMP and Zenyatta, okay. So with that with that set in mind, right, ladies and gentlemen, we will be starting soon, actually. So I'm just gonna fix some stuff up with the game here. Should be starting in a sec and shouldn't be too long. We'll send you right back to the Be Right Back screen.
Now entering King's Row.
Hello there, stream. Welcome back. Welcome back, stream. To start us off, right? Gonna be playing on a King's Row map here, which is actually going to be a fairly good map, as it is a hybrid map. Everyone's been kind of waiting for with the hero bands on this map. You know, as you saw before in the live stream, hopefully. Okay. And, you know, red team's getting ready to go. Let's take a look at the overview here. We have the Insidious Lake on the McCree, Paladin's God with the Zarya, Sam Jam Ham Moria, Fish on the Junkrat, Skinny on Reinhardt, and Racing Tigrex. Lucio on the other team is almost going to be a similar comp, you know, but with some tweaks and, you know, Papa's actually going to be on the top. Okay. Interesting. Let's take a look at this issue. And, you know, what a match so far. You know, not very much to give insight on, as both teams are going to be stalling at the choke right here. Bubbled Ryan is going to go in, but, you know, that bubble's going to get shredded straight away. Red team having somewhat of a tough time trying to get through that choke. Oh, Skinny is actually going to get hooked right there. Dragon's going to come in, try and deny some of that space, and catches 4. What a big, huge, that's going to delay them so much. What a play there. Squeaky on that Hanzo, man. As we look, Papa's going to try and get some poke damage off early on in the game. Turret is he's going to play a little back. So Papa, what he's actually doing here is actually pretty good. He's denying a lot of that space and putting pressure on that choke line on that point as well. So as we can see, he's rotating a bit to the left, rotating a bit to the right, playing on both sides, trying to see which angle to attack from is better and whatnot. Red team still struggling to break through. Big shatter there from Teddy. And he's actually going to charge right into the enemy's back line. The big drop is going to be ready to drop. The other big slam, he catches 4. The Graviton is going to come in. I don't see why they needed to use that. Molten Core denying a lot of that walkway pressure. It's just going to be Aiden on the Papa on the high ground there. His turret's going to actually get destroyed very early on, which is actually going to be very good. The stall is going to come in, but it's not going to matter. Teddy boy comes. Squeaky manages to catch 1 and catch 2. Could this be a comeback for the point? Defending team. And it's actually going to be a cap. That pressure onto that high noon onto the blue team is actually going to be very big. And as we take a look at the ult economy, both teams are going to have both ult. Both defense ult is actually going to be up. And as Fish try to poke damage from above, it's actually going to be annoying the other team very, very much on the high ground there as well. The payload is going to get pushed quite fast here. 3 minutes 23 on the clock. Sam still on that healer. As we could see, hooked from afar. That's a very far hook. Tries to go in for the slam, but doesn't manage quite any. Both teams are going to use their defensive ults here. But, that's not going to matter anyways. Fish manages to get into the back line. And he managed to catch 2. Red team's going to be pushing the payload very, very strongly here. Not going to matter. Not going to matter very much for the blue team. As we could see. Big shatter. He's going to go in alone. He's going to try and get some picks off. He's going to get killed right there. And the big Dragon Strike zoning off that the objective again. It's actually pretty big once you think about it. Because even if you get no value out of it, you still get value out of it, right? So once that Dragon comes in, it's going to put a lot of pressure onto the payload and deny that space they need to push that payload into the point, but it's not going to matter anyways as they count the second point with 3 minutes 21 left on the clock. Torp's turret's actually going to be doing a good amount of damage, but it's going to get taken out. And as we come back here, Sam has to top up Fish on that heals. A lot of space. Once again denied. They're not going to be pushing on the payload because of that Molten Core goo. And as we come onto the side corner here, it's going to look a bit tough for the red team to try and push the payload through. But they still actually have 2 minutes 26 left on the clock. Squeaky manages to find 2. Both supports actually. Squeaky finds 3 now. both supports down. They're going to have to push back into spawn so they don't take any damage and actually top up on their health. But if you see right here, you know, red team has 5 out of the 6 of the ults. You know, I wonder how Skinny keeps getting pings like that, man. And is red team going to use their ults here? Or will it just be like a start fight out? Oh, and there it is, the grab high noon combo. Oh, Insidious leg popping off here on McCree. Riptide is going to zone pressure and zone off some of the team as they come out of spawn. And that's okay. As we can see here, the fight is going to be prolonged. Both red team still has their defensive Lucio ult here. And that, you know, he's cut. Skinny's going to be cut off from his team, but actually gets the pin charge. That whole hog's going to come in and try and stall out the point a little longer. And as we just heard from Athena there, you know, not a lot of time left on the clock. Fish doing his best to get some poke damage and some ult charge. Yeah. You know, this is the last fight, essentially, for the red team. "30 seconds left on the clock here. Let's see what they can do. The Sonic Arrow going to reveal a lot of the team's characters and heroes. Putting a lot of damage. How? And the big shadow from Teddy. Papa takes the Reaper kill with 3 of them. That ult is actually going to be very huge, as the red team won't even be able to push the team anymore. It's going to be left at 50 meters after the second point. Hold on, as we'll be on the Be Right Back screen.
Ready for battle. Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my screen. And as we're going to see here, both, you know, they're going to run similar comps, but red team going to pick the Bastion on defense this time. They're actually not going to play shield around it, which is very interesting to me. They're going to run a Bastion bunker comp here. Let's see what value Insidious Lake can get on that DPS roll. He's trying to get a lot of that poke damage. Orisa Hog, or which I like to call pulled pork. Oh, they're actually going to teleport behind. What an interesting... Oh, that's actually going to be big. That's actually going to be very, very big. You know, Bastion v Bastion. But the other Bastion's not going to see what it is. They're going to actually run bunker, like full-on bunker here. Holding that high ground, but they're actually going to drop now. Symmetra turret on the door frame is going to actually deny that space. They need to come back out and touch the point. Look at that. Five team members on the point and 3. Make that 3. And they're actually going to cap straight away. Look at that steamroll. What fight needed? 5 minutes 35 on the time bank here. Very, very big. You know, that play, teleporting up to the high ground. You know, you just got to trust the team leaders in the choice of that. You know, and as we head here, red team's going to be a bit powerless against that. As they're actually running Bastion on that payload now. We're running a pirate ship competition. And look at that, Bastion is just getting fed. And he's actually absolutely shredding. Teams are going to swap their role around, but oh my god. Teddy on that Bastion is shredding. In his Insidious leg just disintegrates out of this earth. There's not even a single nucleus left for him. If I'm thinking of that. No, molecule left for him, sorry. Excuse my science analogy there, but, he's going to have his ult right there. Red team struggling now as they have basically 6 minutes to try and hold that point. Pog is in the chat. Let's see what happened here, because what I think will happen is Teddy's going to use his ult and try to clear off that point. Let's go to his POV, and there's no stopping it. There's just no stopping it. The steamroll has come. And wow. Teddy, you have to play the game. Let's see here. It's actually going to be the last point where he shreds with the Baptiste. Oh my god, the damage boost plus the triple damage is actually so big. Look at the kill feed. 4 of that. Oh my god. That is absolutely so big for that team. But don't go anywhere. I'm putting you guys on the Be Right Back screen. Hello there once again. Welcome to Game 3, and let's break down our hero bands. So, in the lineup we have Wrecking Ball, Mei, Farah, and Moira. This is gonna be, let's hope we go to the third map on this control point map, as we're gonna be running it on Ilios here. But, I don't see what could go wrong. Alrighty. Moira's going to be banned this game, but let's see how the teams will pull through. And, let's see what happens, like, in the next 2 minutes, let's say. So, everyone, get ready, strap your seats in. And we'll be right back shortly.
arriving at Ilios. Initiating.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ilios. This is a highly anticipated map as we're going to be drawing into our final and last game for tonight. Okay, both teams is going to be able to assemble their hero here. And this is actually one of my favorite maps for Control. As you can see there, this is a Greek-based map. And it's a very beautiful map, and the control point is actually going to be right down there. It's beautiful statues and the stone bricks of this place. You know, it looks very Roman, Greek, and whatnot. And as we move into our final game of the day, I still have to announce that the team that wins will get $30. Okay, we already had the winner from the Hero Gauntlet. And they're actually going to be playing... Squeaky's actually going to be on the Widow. Which is, you know, very interesting here. But Widow is actually very good on this map, as she can deny a lot of space. Both team fights are going to... The team fight's going to break out. One team's going to be on point, the other's not going to be on point. But Skinny actually managed to flank his way behind and try and get that pick onto the Mercy. Sam's just topping everyone up. Fish picks off Papa. And Squeaky's going to be picked off right there as, you know, he gets hooked down from the high ground. And he won't be able to deny that space anymore. But I think I hear a res coming in. And Sam's actually going to be able to manage to find that res onto Fish in the middle of the heat of the battle. And Skinny, you know, doing very, very, you know, very good. Denying a lot of that play they're trying to make, as he already hooked off that Widowmaker from the high ground, and he's going to be able to... Oh my god, what a hook onto the Mercy! Skinny. He's, you know, kind of carrying his team. Well, okay, 29% to 18%. Squeaky's not going to be really able to find a pick off right here. But that's okay, you know, as we can see. And there is the infrared sight. You know, that pressure that the other team is feeling from the infrared sight is probably very big. Fish is not going to be picked off right there. Oh my god. Ow my god. The picks that Squeaky is getting right there. He actually... But the other team's going to bring it back. And Skinny once again pops off in the kill feed. You know, Bryce is trying to get away from the buddies, and he gets hooked. Skinny, oh my lord, Skinny. Squeaky finds a fish, but it's not going to matter. But let's take a look at Skinny's POV right here. How could a one man do this? What an absolutely madman. The damage boosted Widow. He's not afraid to walk into it, you know? And they're actually going to switch to Reaper just probably to deal with Skinny now. Oh, and Skinny finally gets shut down and booped off the edge. Team Jimin bringing it back. You know, that control is 96 to 34 right now. Infrared sight given from Squeaky onto everyone here. Will Skinny be able to find a pick on this point? This is actually very crucial. Just to try and get that pick off back again. You know, if blue team's going to have to hold for a while, what was this to the red team? They could just come in and sweep away what they want. The High Noon coming in. Let's see if we can get any pick. I I take it back. Fish finds 3, but oh my god, Bryce boops 2 off the edge. It's gonna be 3 of 3 in the team fights here. But it looks like red team's gonna reset rather than push into the point. Big Venom Mine coming in there. Red team's looking like they're struggling to try and cap this point. You know, they only have 2 ults compared to the 4 that blue team has. Team Chairman. Bob's gonna come in. Actually, the pressure. Bob gets knocked down, and Sound Barrier providing a lot of that shield they need to try and win this fight. Blue team taking that very first point there. And I don't think red team is actually going to be able to bring it back. Oh my god, blue team, the reverse sweep on the first map. Very well done. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, what a play. You know, behold, be right back screen.
Ready for battle. Five, four, three, two.
When you think of Overwatch, you think of one of the most sold out maps, right? And here we have Ilios Well. The place where, you know, you're going to see a lot of knockbacks and Lucio boops using the right click. You know, and as we see here, Island's got already on the Orisa trying to find a halt into that pit. Okay, looks like blue team is holding on the point, but red team's actually going to push up now. Shield's going to be broken down, misses the hook, and that's like the only chance you can get for 8 seconds. But as we move into the fight now, Skinny finding a lot of mistakes from Papa. Manages to move into the team, but you know, amongst that, he gets picked off with the hook with that one-shot combo. It's going to be a very back and forth fight as Sam's going to be able to find that res onto Fish. Red team looks like they're bringing it back at a very, very rapid pace. You know, and red team switches to more of a brawl style team composition here. And it still looks like it's a back and forth fight, even though it's going to be a 2v6. But red team looks like, as amongst the fight, as it looks like they're about to cap. It's actually going to, you know, not cap. Oh, what a loose. Not a big slam there. Unlucky. Fish managed to catch on the Teddy Boy. That's going to be one pick they need. And they're going to be one step closer to trying capping that point. But, you know, as we just heard, the Lucio boot from behind. Red team's actually going to be holding on to point now. 70%, 77% on that point for the blue team. You know, and as I said, like, pretty much this whole game is going to be a very back and forth fight. Papa now has his... Oh, and he's actually going in for it straight away. Not even going to... Oh, get stunned right out of it. What an unlucky use of it. Oh, Fish takes that. High noon and catches too with that Orisa supercharger. That damage boost is very, very big, especially onto Bob, as he can just deny a lot of that space and shred everyone with his, you know, his arm cannons or whatever he has coming out of him. Yeah, Squeaky's going for a more sneaky route of approach. You know, he's going to be trying to find that pick on the side and providing a lot of insight for his team. Papa's gonna get picked off straight away by Chris or Insidious Leg. You know, blue team trying to find that cap here. As red team almost catches up to them in terms of percentage control. And Skinny's going to push up very, very far, but you know, as a Roadhog, he's got that survivability he needs up that front, up far. Because you know, when he puts down his E, right, he takes reduced damage by like 50% or something, if I remember correctly. That Hulk's not going to be able to find anyone, and the blue team's going to engage here with Beat Drop and the Whole Hog. Okay, the damage boosted Orisa. Chris finds the the big old Rhine Shatter Flank. You know, Flank Heart is a very controversial thing in this game, and as it looks like red team is about to take that control point, blue team might actually bring it back. You know, the Battle Mercy plays here, and Squeaky trying to deny that zoning point. He finds two, and you know, red team almost has it, but blue team might actually bring it back. That very, very darky dodge from Hanzo there is actually going to make Skinny miss his hook. As Skinny goes back to his team, he's actually going to try and get some pick. You know, this is the last fight. And if red team doesn't get it here, blue team is actually going to win, and Skinny gets the pick onto Squeaky. And that's going to be very, very huge for that team. Blue team still has Beat Drop somehow. The new Beat Drop's going to come in. And here it is, the last fight of the map. Barb doing a lot. Insidious Leg pulling down the big barbs here. Skinny's going to find that hook and get that Tracer. She's going to be trying to stall point, but you know, Teddy just gets denied that charge. That's a need, and red team is actually going to bring it back, and this series will go to the final and last map at this point. But hold your horses, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to put you on the Be Right Back screen.
Well, it's on you somewhere.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 3. Capture the objective.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the last and final round and map of this series. You know, the Overwatch community, Discord, local community tournament, whatever you want to call it. You know, red team's going to look like they're going to try and run the same comp here. You know, Reaper's actually going to be doing a lot of damage. Squeaky already finding a pick onto the only shield take they have. Sam managed to get that Rez off onto Fish, but you know, there's going to be a very low health here, and blue team's going to be able to cap. Okay, and you know, let's talk about the first fight. All the blue team needed was 2 picks, and that's like 1/3 of the team gone already. But as we could see, that really focused on just winning this game right now. It's red team looks like they might actually be able to make a comeback if they can actually pull through and synergize together as a team, right? Because once they rise up and overcome the challenge of like being uncoordinated, they will you know, just be able to take point anytime. And once their ultimate is up, they can just actually use that to try and win the fight. But as we take a look back here, Reaper's actually going to be not mana boosted, but damage boosted. Squeaky's getting pocketed hard time. 60% on that control point already. If red team doesn't manage to come through and control the point, it's not going to look very well for the red team. And that big Reaper ult. Papa as well, also finding that dragon, and it's going to be a team kill. This could potentially be the last fight of this map. The series will probably actually go to the blue team. Sorry in the chat. You know, it's the last game of the series, and I hear a hammer down. Blue team uses that beat drop as a last resort. Very back and forth fight here. Red team's taking control of the point, but Squeak is actually going to come in and try to deny them that space that they want. Oh, just as soon as you get bobbed, that is very devastating for red team. But no, not yet. That looks like the series will be prolonged by it. Who knows how many more fights? Red team actually manages to cap on that very last second. Overtime is a very scary thing for both teams. And it looks like their ult economy for blue team is going to be way more better than red team. Oh, they're going to actually be backed up into the corner. That doesn't look good, as Lincoln's going to actually come in and wipe out 4 of them straight away. Bob has no value. Blue's going to be taking this fight with a team kill, and there's no way. If there is a way, then red team has very little chance to bring this back, and it looks like the series will go to the blue team. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our winner, Team Jimin. Team Jimin will win, and let's take a look at this play of the game, which I believe is a Roadhog. Oh, I guess not. Chat is absolutely popping off right here. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. What an absolutely beautiful matchup. What a play, what a game, you know? You know, this game has so many potential. You know, and a lot of mistakes were made and a lot of plays were made. It's just all about the team synergizing and coming together. But that's going to be it for this series. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish you all good luck at home and stay safe during this coronavirus period. We'll see you next time.